use regulations under the authority of the municipal land use law. If you're an applicant for a D or use variance, you should be aware that such a variance can be granted only after showing that special reasons for the grant of the variance exist and that the variance can be granted without substantial detriment to the zoning plan of the city of Newark. You should also be aware that in order to be granted such a variance, you require an affirmative vote of 5 members of the 7-member Board of Adjustment. Other variances require a majority of 4 votes to grant the variance. Excuse me, if you're an applicant for any variance and your variance is denied by this board, you have a right to appeal to the Superior Court of the State of New Jersey within 45 days of notice of the decision, and that court may overturn the decision of this board. If you're an objector to any type of variance and the variance is granted, you too may appeal to the Superior Court of the State of New Jersey within 45 days of the decision of this board. If you do file an appeal of the board's decision, we ask that in addition to complying with any notice required by statute or court rule, that you serve a copy of your pleadings on the zoning board secretary. Pursuant to the requirements of the Open Public Meetings Act, also known as the Sunshine Law, adequate notice of this meeting was provided by notifying the Star Ledger, the Jersey Journal, the Newark City Clerk, and posting a copy on the bulletin board in the basement of Newark City Hall. In addition to adequate notice under the Open Public Meetings Act, electronic notice of this remote public meeting was placed on the City of Newark's website as permitted by state statute. Members of the public may notify the host that you would like to ask questions or make statements by using the raise hand feature on the bottom of your computer screen or mobile device. If you're on the telephone calling in, press star 9 and you will alert us the same. I remind everyone that the Board of Adjustment is a quasi-judicial board, and if an appeal is taken, we have to provide a copy of the official transcript to the Superior Court of the State of New Jersey. Excuse me, the chat is not part of the official transcript. So we'd ask that you refrain from using the chat. We want to make sure that your questions, the answers to your questions, and any statements or comments you have are part of the official record. So we ask that you refrain from using the chat and use the raise hand feature. We'll make sure that we call you so your statement can be put on the record. Additionally, when you use the chat, it pops up on the screen. It's distracting. It's the same as speaking out loud out of turn if we were meeting in person. So thank you. We thank you in advance for refraining from using the chat. The meeting of the Board of Adjustment will now come to order. Madam Secretary, will you please call the roll?
Member Hardesty.
Present.
Member Comesañas.
Present.
Member Rivero.
Present.
Chair Afant.
Present. Are there any requests for adjournments or postponements? Requests for adjournments or postponements? If so, please use the raised hand feature at the bottom of your screen. I see 2 raised hands. I saw Ms. Moore's, Council Marsha Moore's hand first. Council, always a pleasure to see you. Are you requesting an adjournment?
Yes, I am. 2 matters, but I'll start with the first. And good evening, members of the board. The first matter is ZBA 26-04, 797 Bergen Street.
This is ZBA-26-04, 797 Bergen Street. Are there any members of the public who have an interest in this application? If so, please identify yourselves by using the raised hand feature at the bottom of your computer screen. Or if you're on a telephone, you can press star 9. I'd ask that you do so now, please. I see no raised hands. Counsel, your appearance for the record, please.
For the record, Marcia Moore from the law firm of Post Polk on behalf of the applicant Skip with Investments LLC. So we are asking for an adjournment to the next available date. We will need to renotice the matter based on an additional variance. We would consent to an extension of time.
Thank you, counsel. Ms. Mejia,
Yes.
what's your next available date and how many cases are on?
June 25th, and this would be the third,
And what's the next date after that?
July 9th.
And how many cases are on?
2.
Wow. 2 on both, huh? Okay. Counsel, do you have a,
By discussion, I would prefer June 25th.
I know you're gonna ask for the next one on the same day, right?
Correct.
Yeah. All right, June 25th. We have a motion to adjourn this to June 25th.
Motion.
To approve the adjournment.
Second.
Motion, Comisania, second, Riviero, call the roll, please.
Member Hardesty,
Yes.
Member Comesañas,
Yes.
Member Rivero,
Yes.
Chair Font.
Yes. Commissioner Jones is here.
Member Jones.
Yes.
Matters adjourned to 6:25. Council, I'm sure you're, now gonna, ask for ZBA 26-05, is that correct?
Correct, yes.
This is ZBA 2605, 799 Bergen Street. Are there any members of the public who have an interest in this application? If so, please identify yourself by using the raised hand feature at the bottom of your computer screen. I'd ask you to do so now, please. I see no raised hands. Counsel, your appearance for the record, please.
Marcia Moore from the law firm of Post Polk on behalf of the applicant Skip with Investments LLC. So Chair, we are asking for this to be adjourned as well to the next available date of June 25th. And we would also renotice on this matter.
You sure you don't want to take this to July 9th?
I am leaving. I need to be at JFK at 2 a.m.
Any place you go that has connectivity, you could still appear.
That's why that date would not work for me.
May I have a motion to adjourn this matter to June 25th?
Motion to approve the adjournment.
Motion, Comisarios, the second? Second?
Second.
Second, Riviero, call the roll, please.
Member Hardesty,
Yes.
Member Comesañas,
Yes.
Member Jones,
Yes.
Member Rivero,
Yes.
Chair Font.
Yes, both matters are adjourned to June 25th, and we're closing June 25th. No more cases on.
Thank you so much. Appreciate the time and the effort.
Thank you.
See you next time. Thank you. Have a good evening.
Council Velozzi.
I think I'm in twice.
Good evening, Mr. Chairman. I'm here on ZBA 2606, and I need a D variance.
This is application ZBA 2606, 156 Alexander Avenue. Are there any members of the public with an interest in this application? If so, please identify yourself by using the raised hand feature at the bottom of the computer screen or your mobile device. If you're on a telephone, you can press *9. I'd ask you to do so now, please. I see one raised hand. Screen name, Matt Flynn. Could you turn your camera on and unmute yourself?
Mr. Chair, I'm interested, but that's because I'm one of the applicant's professionals.
Uh-huh. New glasses, huh, Mr. Flynn? Very, very snazzy looking there.
I appreciate that.
Goes with the whole look.
It goes with my
Obviously,
small head.
obviously, you didn't get the phone call. Mr. Velozzi?
Mr. Chairman, we don't have seven members tonight. I do need a D variance. So I'm requesting that the board please grant me a short adjournment till the next available date. We would waive any statutes and we ask that we not need to notify again, but we will change the sign and send out regular mail letters if it's
Thank
okay
you.
with you.
I see another raised hand, Joseph Vilda. Is he your architect?
Yes, I believe so.
Let's bring him in. He wants to make sure you're not going to see him. Ms. Mejia,
Yes.
Mr. Velozzi wants a date when he's guaranteed there will be 7 members to hear his matter. What do you have? She left.
She was probably going to say September.
That's not a good sign. That is not a good sign. Oh,
Sorry, the dog was barking. July 9th is the next available date.
Mr.
We
Velozzi, you
do
want
have another member that's on.
I'm fine with July 9th, Mr. Chairman.
Can I have a motion?
Motion to approve the adjournment.
Motion, can we sign this? May I have a
Second.
second?
Oh,
Riviera, call the roll, please.
Member Hardesty,
Yes.
Member Comesañas,
Yes.
Member Jones,
yes.
Member Rivera,
Yes.
Chair Funk.
Yes, motion is, application is adjourned to July 9th, and thank you for agreeing to send out regular mail notices and paste the new date of July 9th on the sign. Thank you, council.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Have a good night, everyone.
Good night. Okay, if there are no other requests for adjournments or postponements, call the first case, please.
The time is now 6:39 p.m. The next item on tonight's agenda is ZBA-25-18, located at 145-147 4th Avenue, Block 529, Lot 36 in the North Ward. The applicant is Josue Gonzalez in the C1 zone. The applicant proposes to remove a portion of existing 3-family to accommodate for a driveway to access parking in the rear yard. Applicant is seeking a C variance for insufficient driveway width. Site plan approval is not required. This application was adjourned to this date from the January 22nd and April 9th hearing.
Can everyone who's on this team raise your hand, please? Who's counsel on this, Ms. Mejia?
The applicant is representing themselves. They don't
I
have to.
see, let's bring in Mr. Josue Gonzalez. I see him here. Screen name Josue Gonzalez. Can you turn on your camera, please? Screen name Josue Gonzalez. Can you now unmute yourself and turn on your camera, please?
Okay, so sorry about that.
No worries. Mr. Gonzalez, will there be anyone joining you to prosecute your application this evening?
Well, not at this time because I spoke to my architect, but he's on vacation in Miami. So actually, I was in a meeting last April, and it was a note that actually the board didn't like it, and I went back to my architect, and then it was a note, nothing like a 7.3 uh, feet. That's it.
So I guess the answer, Mr. Gonzalez, is you're gonna be doing this yourself, correct?
Yes, correct. Correct.
Okay, bear with me 1 second. This is, application ZBA 25 18. 145, 147 Fourth Avenue. Are there any persons who have an interest in this application? If so, please identify yourselves by using the raise hand feature on your computer, which is at the bottom of your computer screen or your mobile device. If you're on a telephone, please press *9. I'd ask you to do this now, please. I see no raised hands. Mr. Gonzalez, can you, would you raise your right hand, please? Do you swear or affirm all the testimony you're about to provide will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
Would you state your name and your name and address for the record, please?
My name is Josue Gonzalez, and I live in 104 Conforti Avenue, West Orange, New Jersey, 07052. And the property address is 145, 147 4th Avenue in Newark, New Jersey, 07104.
Thank you.
You are welcome.
Please tell us what you think we need to know about this application, Mr. Gonzalez.
Well, what happened that this is kind of dense area, and there is no parking for whoever live around this area, and there is everybody had to park, double park, and everybody kind of disappointed. Actually, uh, I have 3 family house down there, and then I cannot hold a good tenant. Tenants just come, rent it, and go because they are so disappointed getting just ticket and ticket and ticket. And I came to my idea, say, well, I have this huge lot at the back of the house. Let me ask the city for a permit to allow me to remove a small portion of the house. And then and that's what I've been doing this since actually March 2025. And I hope the whole members of the board allow me to do so I could make my tenant happy and my neighbor happy. They waiting for this so they could so I could get some accommodation at the back of my house. It's a huge lot that is baking down there and nobody using it. Actually, it's there, but I pay taxes for it. And anyway, so I've been fighting the board. Actually, not fighting. Actually, I've been back and forth to get this permit. So at the entrance is only 7.3, which is not width wide enough for a car to pass through. So I went to the Nicolas Salerno, which is my architect, and he said, "Oh, of course, this should be 1, 2, 3. That should be easy to do." Anyway, so at the entrance, by removing the portion that I asked him for, it'll be 10 feet. But past the market portion, it'll be 10 and a half, 11, 12, until 13 to pass the last corner of the house. So please allow me to get this. So make my tenants happy and my neighbor happy. So everybody will be benefits out of it. I
So,
really appreciate it.
Thank you. Mr. Hazel, I'm going to ask if you can help us with, by putting up architecturals if you have them. And
Okay.
as you look for that, let me do what I failed to do, and that is to read the findings of fact into the record. The Board of Adjustment made the following findings of fact with respect to 145, 147 Fourth Avenue. It's located in Newark's Mount Pleasant neighborhood on the northern side of Fourth Avenue between Garside and Summer Avenues. The total site area is approximately 5,809.72 square feet. The surrounding land uses consist of 2.5 to 3-story detached dwellings.
Can you see this?
Yeah.
Yes.
If you can make it bigger, that'd be great.
Okay. This, I should say, are revised plans that were received. I received them on the, oh my goodness, I don't have the date on me, but these were received within the past few weeks. Just zoom in. This is the area, and I should let the applicant describe. This is the area in which the applicant is looking to remove a portion of his house, part of the porch and part of the building proper itself. It'll give him an area of 10 feet to get in. This area here is about 7.3 feet. I had mentioned in my report and when we met last time on this application that I felt I was a little concerned about this 7.3 feet area being too narrow. What changed from the original plans to the revised plans is essentially the dimensions were actually removed, but it does not seem as though it doesn't seem any larger than it was when he was originally here.
So it'll be 10 plus feet right there. So the 7.3 feet was kind of what is current at this moment. So
This is labeled as 10 feet wide
Right,
on the
right.
plans. This
Right.
was labeled as 7.3 feet. I scaled it out myself and it's still 7.3 feet. This is the area that I'm concerned. This is not my area of concern. This is the area of concern here. Not only do you have to get past it, but there is a little jog or a little curve here, which probably makes it a little more precarious to get past here. This is the area that I'm concerned about.
I really can ask you this question. I went down there and I measured it myself, and then actually the architect, the 7.3 feet is what is current right now. If you measure it from the corner to corner. But however, when the construction person, which is I had the contract, this area will be 10 plus feet because it will be an opening. It's like 19 feet from the entrance of the porch toward the back of the house. It'll be a lot more than 10 feet right there. And that's why the architect
This was the original plans that were provided, and you can see this is the distance here. The revised plans, which we received subsequent to the last meeting when this was raised as a concern, this is the revised plan. So you can tell me if you see any difference. And again, I did scale this out, and it scales out to just about 7.3 feet.
Well, if you look at it, you can see it's like an angle from entrance all the way to the back. So it's wide, it's narrow up front, and toward the back is wider. So at this point, as the person that's going to do the job, remove portion of the house, at this area, it'll be just about like 11 feet or 10 and a half, let's say. And then moving back, it'll be 12 and a half or something.
Mr. Gonzalez?
Yes.
Um, the plans that were submitted, do you see where they still say it's 7.73 feet?
The, no, 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 no.
Those plans back up.
So actually, the
Put the
architect.
plans back up, Jerry, please. So,
Okay.
so this is a proof, right? This is what your architect sent in. And this is, he made the change. And it
Okay.
shows 10 feet now at the beginning. But
Right.
then where those the second set of red arrows are, that still measures under 10 feet.
But if you
Do you see that,
make,
Mr. Gonzalez, do you see that?
I see those red arrow. But
So
if you
this is, it really, what your contractor tells you is interesting, but your contractor's not here. And the architectural drawings are something that we have to go by. So that's the concern. Mr. Plata.
Yeah, we discussed this the last time. If it's more than 10 feet, he wouldn't even need the variance. Is my understanding. So he wouldn't even need to be here. So I think that he's here because it's less than 10 feet as originally shown. And part of him going back and submitting new, revised plans was to confirm whether or not it was more than 10 feet and whether he even needed to be here. So I'm assuming if he's here, that there was nothing to show that it was more than 10 feet. So either he needs, he needs the variance, or, if he's correct and he doesn't, he hasn't provided any proof of that.
I also noted that that Jerry suggested that an easement would be possible.
Mr. Traficante.
Mr. Commissioner Comisanis.
Sure, he needs his professional here. I understand. It makes perfect sense to him because he's been working on it since March. To me, it looks like this is the same thing we saw last time. He just deleted a 7.
Yep.
So either Mr. Gonzalez isn't getting the service that he's due, but we are not getting the case that needs to be presented. So
okay, I want to be clear with this. I just want to be clear because I'm kind of uncomfortable how I've been interpreting. So here's the thing. If you measure from the entrance porch and measure linear toward the back of the house, you will see that the removed portion will be like 19 feet. So if you measure from the right hand side to the left hand side, this area will be 10.5 feet. I don't know why. Look at the entrance. If you measure from side to side, it's 10 feet. So removing 3.5 feet from my house, you think you're gonna be narrow? You think you're gonna be 7 feet toward the back of what those red arrows is?
Chair.
There's a little.
Mr. Gonzalez, is it 10 feet all the way from the front to the back?
It'll be wider toward the back of the house.
No, that's not what I'm asking. I see it's 10 feet, but then it goes less than 10 feet. Right?
What do you mean, going less? Okay, put it back again, please. Up.
This is what this shows us. It goes from 10 feet to 7 feet. That's what this shows us. Now, if that is incorrect, you need to have your architect submit the correct proportions. Right now, it starts at 10 feet and then it reduces to 7 feet. Commissioner, Mr. Traficante, briefly. Do you swear or affirm the testimony about to provide will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Please state your name and title for the record.
Name is Charles Traficante. I am a principal engineer and a professional engineer. I'm in the employment of the City of Newark Department of Engineering. My license is active and in good standing with the state board.
We'll hear you briefly.
All right, well, since my office issues driveway permits, Mr. Gonzalez is bound to see me at some point. That being the case, I gotta bring to the board's attention, under chapter 41A, it says, driveways for 1 to 4 family dwellings shall not exceed 10 feet in width in any front yard. And his plans there are showing a front yard of at least 7.5 feet, 7.45 feet. So 10 feet is the maximum you can go. It also happens to be the minimum for a one-way residential driveway. But what I wanted to bring to the board's attention, besides the obvious, he's gonna need an easement from the adjoining property owner, right? Because that's crosses the common side yard property line. All right. Also, if this driveway goes uphill, in other words, if the backyard's at a higher elevation than the front yard, this is all going to drain down the driveway to the street. According to city ordinance, you cannot let stormwater runoff from a parking lot, driveway, or loading zone flow across a sidewalk, which means he's going to need a catch basin. La vacía a la entrada. All right. He's also probably going to have to put in curbing, bordo lo pasado a la entrada, so nothing runs onto the adjoining properties.
Ay, qué bueno, traficante.
Sí, señor. Un poquito. Habla español un poquito. But where I'm going with this is, if he's coming before the board, and he's showing, 7 parking spaces? Does he have to provide lighting for that as well? I mean, how far do we take this? I don't know. And you got more than 7 parking spaces. Do we make him put in landscape? Don't know. You know, these are all questions that need to be addressed and asked.
What do you need to know, sir? What do you need to know?
Mr. Gonzalez, hold on. What he has to address is the city zoning ordinance.
All right.
And its entirety, everything that affects this. So, Mr. Gonzalez, it seems that what they told you was very easy is not so easy, right? The city engineer has raised some more issues, and I would suggest you go back to your architect, and you can have your architect reach out to Mr. Traficante, who's the city engineer, and get a copy of our planner's report, because it appears that you may, according to them, you may need an easement, or your architect will have to explain why he does not think that's true. Mr. Traficante thinks you may need a catch basin, or your architect will have to explain why he does not believe that's required. And now there may be lighting and landscaping. And I guess our planner can speak to the architect about that. But yeah, I'm sorry that you were led to believe that this is a slam dunk, easy thing to do. Apparently it is not. And you need some more help from professionals, at least your architect, if not an architect and an attorney, sir.
If I may,
Mr. Traficante.
yes, if we're looking at more than 250 square feet, by definition, this is deemed a minor development. His architect may have to provide some kind of stormwater reduction, whether it be a detention basin, dry well, retention basin, which would involve the Department of Water and Sewer as well. all comes down to how big of an area are we talking about? And from what I'm looking at now, it's an extensive rear parking lot. Never mind the driveway, just what he's got in the backyard, and that's all impervious. You know, does he need relief for impervious lot coverage? Don't know. Can't tell from that. You know, that's a big parking lot. So I'm just a matter of fact statements here that listen, you know, this is more than just, you know, putting in a drop curb, a driveway apron and calling it done and then bringing in a paving contractor and pave up the side yard of the property after you tear down the portion of the side of the house. These are all things that need to be addressed or concerned or at least considered. That's all.
According to my architect, I could park easily 9 vehicles down there. It'll be like small car. To me, I'm confused and I'm very, very disappointed with the whole board. Very, very, very disappointed. It's turning this thing into a huge investment, and it's not fair in compare with the taxes that I've been paying to the city for years. Now I cannot hold good tenant, because I come and leave because I don't have anywhere to park their vehicle. I getting a lot of tickets for double park in front of my own property, and nobody want to hear about it.
Well,
Something is done here.
Mr.
Something feet over here.
Commissioner Comisanos.
Chair, I hear what the applicant is saying. I think the board is more well-versed in this process, and we have questions that aren't really being answered. He's entitled to represent himself. I'd like to offer Mr. Gonzalez either the opportunity to continue his presentation and we can vote on it, or to discuss with his professionals and request an adjournment. And maybe we'll look at it after he's spoken to, I guess, the Department of Engineer and done some more research. Is that fair?
Mr. Gonzalez, do you understand what Commissioner Comisanos is suggesting?
I totally understand. Very thanks for what he's saying.
Well, how would you like to proceed, sir?
Well, I would like to proceed, but I would like this board to be kind of flexible, which was what I'm looking for. And
we can be flexible on the date, sir.
Excuse me?
We can be flexible on the date so you get the time you need to do the appropriate research. Would you like to continue?
I would like to continue, yes.
Okay, I just want to make sure you understand. If you proceed, the board will listen to you, hear your arguments. We've seen the drawings. We'll hear any other proofs that you have, and then we will make a decision. That decision will be either to approve your application or to deny your application. If your application is denied, you will be prohibited from coming back to the board with another application for, I believe it's 6 months, or you'll have to ask the board to consider to allow you to come back earlier, but with a higher standard for your application to be heard. So those are your choices. You can go forward and take your chance, or the board, you can ask the board to adjourn the case again so you can get your experts to look this over and make any changes or move forward and be with you the next time. Do you have any questions? Do you have any questions about what I'm suggesting? What I'm offering?
I do have a question for everybody.
Yes, sir.
Okay, if I go back and see my architect and inform him which is the concern that the board has, and he shows that there'll be more than 10 feet that will be good enough to get my permit. It's a simple question.
I can't answer that question. Your architect will have to look at these drawings, will have to look at the city ordinances and make sure that he complies with all the laws of the city. That's what we're talking about here. You have to comply with the laws of the city. What those laws are, your architect could reach out to the engineer, Mr. Traficante, to the water department, and to Mr. Hazel for guidance, but that's why you hire architects. They have to look at the city's laws and draw plans that comply with the city's ordinance. So the question for you now is, do you want to proceed and have the board vote on this? Or do you want to adjourn this, have your experts take another look and come back on another day?
Well, yes, allow me to talk to my architect and let me talk to him and let's see how we can.
Mr. Gonzalez, I think that's a good choice.
Thank you.
I think that's a good choice. Ms. Mejia,
Yes.
we're up to July 9th?
Yes.
How many cases on July 9th?
3. 3 cases.
And what's the date after that?
July 23rd.
How many cases on July 23rd?
0.
0? Okay. We have July 9th, this would be the 4th case, or the first case on July 23rd. May I have a motion?
Motion to approve the adjournment.
Second.
Yeah, I need a date.
Oh, motion.
July 9th has 3 cases, July 23rd has 0 cases.
0.
So we have a motion, Comisañez, to adjourn to July 23rd. May I have a second?
Second.
Second, Jones. Call the roll, please.
Member Hardesty.
Yes.
Member Comesañas.
Yes.
Member Jones.
Member Jones?
Yes.
Member Rivero.
Yes.
Member Cobian.
Yes.
Vice Chair Mumford. Chair Fox.
Yes. That was Vice Chair Montfort voting yes. Mr. Gonzalez, I know this is, I know you're a bit frustrated. Here's what I urge you to do. Have your architect contact Mr. Traficante, the city's engineer, and have him reach out to Mr. Hazel. Mr. Hazel can give him some guidance, and hopefully you'll be in a better position when we see you in July, okay?
Okay, can I get Mr. Traficante's phone?
Mr. Traficante, can you give us your office number, please?
Or I could get it to the secretary, if it's not possible.
Ms. Traficante? Ms. Mejia, do you have Ms. Traficante's office number?
I can give it to Mr. Gonzalez. It's in the office.
Okay.
She will get that to you. She'll get you those numbers, Mr. Gonzalez.
No problem.
Thank you and good luck in July.
Thank you so much.
Have a good evening.
Same to you.
Thank you. Call the next case, please.
That is all.
Council, are there any resolutions to be memorialized?
Yes, there's 3.
First,
ZBA 25-16, it's 972, 976 South Orange Avenue.
are there any revisions or dissents? Hearing none, call the roll.
Member Hardesty,
Yes.
Member Gomez Arias,
Yes.
Member Jones. Member Jones,
Yes.
Member Rivero,
Yes.
Member Cobian.
Yes.
Vice Chair Mumford,
Yes.
Chair Alphonse.
Yes, council.
ZBA 22-29, which is 810 Summer Street and 110 James Street.
Are there any revisions or dissents? Hearing none, call the roll, please.
Member Hardesty,
Yes.
Member Gomez Arias,
Yes.
Member Jones.
Yes.
Member Rivero,
Yes.
Member Cobian.
Yes.
Vice Chair Mumford,
Yes.
Chair Alphonse.
Yes, council?
And the last is ZBA 23-39, which is 297 309 Clinton Place.
Are there any proposed revisions or dissents? If none, call the roll, please.
Member Hardesty,
Yes.
Member Gomez Arias,
Yes.
Member Jones.
Yes.
Member Rivero,
Yes.
Member Cobian.
Yes.
Vice Chair Mumford,
Yes.
Chair Alphonse.
Yes. Ms. Mejia, are there any minutes to be memorialized?
Not at this time.
Okay. Council, any matters that require us to convene into executive session?
No.
Let me just raise one thing. Every year, we're all required to make a disclosure. And if we fail to do that, we can be fined. And I don't want to cast any aspersions, but the notices are not often timely that go to us. Are you aware of this requirement, Ms. Mejia?
The notices?
Yeah, the require that we make disclosures to the state of New Jersey.
I haven't seen an email, Chair. Usually they send us an email.
Yeah. Ms. Mejia, I wonder if you could reach out to the clerk's office and find out when this is due and how it's due.
I have one from 2024.
Yeah, is that the last one that you got, Commissioner Comisarios?
It looks like that's the last one that I have.
Yeah,
I had one, but I
And
didn't
it
know
was
it was
an-
annually.
yes.
Every year.
And I
It
doubt
is
I did it.
annually, And we're not getting notices annually from the clerk's office. So, Ms. Mejia, if you can reach out to the clerk's office, find out who that is, it would be better if we brought that into the board so that we can, make sure we file these timely.
Chair, September 24th, 2025 was the last one, it looks like.
Yeah, I didn't get a notice. They contacted me, threatened me with a fine. I told them I never got notice. They waived it, but we should just take charge of this ourselves. Don't you agree, Ms. Mejia?
I'm sure. Now that I'm aware, I can do some research.
Great. Well,
And,
let's put this,
excuse me, what would it be titled?
excuse me?
What would
Financial,
be,
financial disclosure form.
okay.
So I'm assuming there's some fines waiting for me somewhere.
Well, hopefully not.
I think I paid $150 fine. Me too. I paid a fine as well. So we didn't know anything about a waiver, but we all got this late.
Right.
But my notice says 2025. The date of it.
Mine 25. I didn't do one this year.
Yeah, so, after that, I figure to make sure that we have control, we have knowledge, let's bring it in-house. One more thing for our secretary to be on top of.
You love it.
I didn't know everybody was paying fines. I'm sorry to hear that. But hopefully this will, prevent us from, filling the state coffers any more than we already do. So, thank
Miss,
you.
this said Sherry Bowers, reach out to her, maybe Miss Mahia can, that's the person's name on this email.
From the state or from the clerk's office?
It says Sherry Bowers, City of Newark.
Okay.
Bowers, SSCI, Newark.nj.us.
Great. Thanks very much, Commissioner. Okay. That's the end of the agenda. I'm glad we're able to take a look at this. Our agenda is finished. A motion to adjourn is always in order. It's non-debatable. May I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Nay.